Alrighty, so we're still playing with the theme Connect. I am connected this week, so we're going to start with a little check-in around that. And got 3 wonder questions for us to play with. So the first is, what does it feel like when I'm connected with myself? And sort of what are the activities that help you feel more connected with yourself? Is that movement? Is that going for a walk? Is it journaling? Is it meditation? Talking with a good friend? Just sort of looking at what are the things that help you to feel more connected. Question number 1. Question number 2, how do you know when you're connected to yourself? What does that feel like in your body? What are the feeling sensations that brings up? And then we're going to add a third one in today, which is, what does it feel like when you're disconnected from yourself? Because sometimes knowing what that feels like helps us to discover what makes us feel connected. It's sort of that idea of, it just left my brain. Kind of like if we're talking about being in center, like physically centered, sometimes it's easier to take ourselves off center to be able to discover where center is. So that's what we're going to start with today. Don't worry, you don't have to remember all that. Let your brain relax. Let's just begin first with some reaches, arms coming up, a little ooey gooey stretch, side to side. And of course, you can always ignore all of that, or you can choose to use that as a little meditation today. Yogi's choice always. One more time, reach, reach. Reaching up, nice big breath up into your fingertips, and exhale all the way back down. Roll through your shoulders. Good morning to your body. Take a nice cleansing breath. Let your shoulders relax down your back. Have a little bit of a wiggle. And just start to feel yourself settling in. So physically, getting comfortable in your body. Energetically, just let everything start to settle. Feel your weight draining down from the top of your head, down through your seat, and onto the ground. And if you like, just place a hand over your heart center. Taking an easy breath into your heart today. And then just asking yourself the question, I wonder what helps me feel connected to myself. Just notice what comes into your awareness. I wonder what helps me feel more connected with myself. And then how does that make you feel? How do you know? What's the signal from your body, your mind, your heart, your inner knowing that, yeah, I'm feeling more grounded, more centered, more connected? And then what does disconnection feel like? Just so that you have a little contrast to help shine a brighter light then when we know what feels disconnected or how that feels in body and mind. Then it gives us a little bit more understanding of what connected does feel like. So let's come back to what connected feels like. So that positive aspect for another breath, and don't worry, all answers are welcome. So how are you feeling right now? A little more connected, a little more disconnected? And one is not better than the other. So just see if you can meet yourself where you are today, right here, right now, with a little loving kindness as we take one more breath. Good. And we're going to get connected a little bit more here with our breath, with a rhythmic breathing. So 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Together, let's breathe in for 1, expanding 2, 3, and 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Keep going in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And just to yourself, inhaling for 4 counts. Let your mind, your beautiful, brilliant mind, follow that path of your breath in and the path of your breath back out for 4 counts. Let that become a little bit of a grounding point for you. Your breath and the counts. One more time. Pause at the end of your breath. And now bring your fingertips out to the floor beside you, and let's continue 4 counts in, 4 counts out with some arm sweeps. So together, arm sweep out and up. 3, 4, take them back down. 2, 3, 4, breathing in and up. 2, 3, 4, out and down. 2, 3, 4, and again, just continue on your own. Take your time as you feel that connection between your body, your mind, and your breath. Creating a little bit more mindful attention here into this present moment, here, now. The next time the arms sweep up, just as you get there, pause. Press the palms together, bring them down in front of the heart. Let your counts go and just take one full breath. And we're going to let go of our counting, but continue moving with our breath. So you'll find your way into your own unique rhythm here, your own body breath rhythm. So our path of motion is arms pressed back up. Just the right arm comes to the floor, a little side bend up and over. A little yummy stretching into your body. Then bring both arms up. Palms pressed down to the heart as though you're gathering back home to your center. Inhale, reach back up again. Exhale, just the right arm comes down, stretching up, your left arm up and over. And then inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Again, just take your time. Take the length of your inhale to reach up. The length of your exhale to side bend over. Inhale, coming back up. Can you find a little bit of spaciousness in the breath? Exhale, home to the heart. Again. And don't worry if your mind might be feeling a little squirrelier today. There are some days that are like that. So just connecting in when you can. We're going to change it up just a little bit. So again, we're just going to reach up, coming over to your side, whichever side you're on. We're going to stay there for a second. From here, take this top arm, sweep it forward. So a little yummy release through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Both hands are going to come around to your knees. And then both arms reach forward and up as you grow tall, unfurl. And then press the elbows back and down. Open, open, open up through the chest. Fingertips reach to the floor. Again, both arms sweep up. Take your side bend over to the other side, whichever way you're going. Stay there, nice big breath. Slow sweep forward, arm circles around, head, neck, shoulders roll forward, hands find the knees for a second, and then they sweep forward and up. Open up through the chest, draw the elbows back and down. Anti-computer everything. Hands find the knees. Just roll a little through your shoulders. Then bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Circle through the elbows. Circling back. Yeah. Ooh, clicky shoulder. Okay, this time, keep your fingertips to your shoulders, draw the elbows down by your sides and think, just grow a little taller. And we're just gonna make little snow angels here, little angel wings reaching up and down. So we're finding a little slide and glide through the scapula. So what's happening as you continue is the shoulder blades are going out and in. So it starts to create that moving meditation. Motion is lotion, lubricating, hydrating. Good, now bring your elbows out to the sides, pause, and this time reach them forward. The elbows might touch, they might not, and then back. Good, so shoulder blades wide, and then shoulder blades squeeze. Just a few more. Good, how about two more? Last one. We're gonna open up, stay right there. Push the walls away. So channel your inner Wonder Woman here. You're gonna push, 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 push out. Stay right there, circle the wrists. Oh, good. Some days movement just feels so good in the body. Circle the other direction. Turn your palms up and down. So we're rolling from the shoulder up, shoulders roll back, palms turn down, shoulders roll forward. Just a few more. Good. This last one, palms turn up. Reach out through your fingertips. Lots of energy reaching up towards the sky. Big breath in, palms home to the heart. Exhale, gathering all of your thoughts, energy, and attention back home. Breathing right here. Let everything settle, bringing hands to the knees. Good, and bringing your awareness back now as we stretch our legs out and just rotate through the ankles. And the other way. Shake them out. And if you're up on a cushion, let's just scoot that out of the way here. We can use that for Shavasana later if you like. And we're going to come into some knee sways. So leaning back on the hands. Let's separate the feet a little wider than the hips and just rocking side to side. So we're getting ready to move down into a whole lower body series, hips, legs, and low back. So just start to get things moving here a little bit. Now the next time that your knees fall to your left, we're going to kind of tip up on that hip. We're in a little bit of a wide leg stance here. Your right hand comes to your hip and just give it a little press forward and back. A little bit of movement in there. Good. So next time, we're going to roll the hip back. Take your knees over to the right so your feet point to the left. Same thing here on that left hip. Little rock forward and back. Nice and easy. Take that one more time. And come back to kind of your start position with the knees and feet all the way together this time. Now this time we're going to keep the knees a little more stacked on top of each other as they tip up and over so the feet kind of stay stacked, right? So as they go over to one side, you decide how far, and then back. And then I'm tipping up and over to the other side, trying to keep the legs a little bit more together. So it's just changing the dynamic of that movement up through the lower back. About one more time each way. Good, come back to center. Just let the knees fall open for a moment to butterfly. You can reach down, hold around the ankles or the toes, sitting up a little taller, kind of wiggle up in your center there. And we're just gonna make little bitty butterfly wings, just good old fashioned, pumping the knees up and down to generate a little energy and movement into the hip joints. Did I ever tell you guys I used to have this recurring dream for years when I was younger that I would be in this position and I'd start my butterfly wings and it would lift me. I would start to levitate up, and then if I leaned forward, my body would flatten out parallel to the floor and then I could fly. A little Peter Pan moment. Those were good dreams. Haven't had one of those in a long time. So who knows? Maybe if I do enough butterfly wings. All right, stay with it just like a few more seconds. How about one more breath here? And then find stillness. Relax for a moment. And then stretch your legs out. All right, make sure you've got your strap nearby. We'll use it in a few moments, but come on down onto your back. Coming into constructive rest. Let everything settle in. Okay. And we're going to begin our series here with both knees coming into the chest. Lengthen out through your lower back a little bit. Give yourself a hug. Okay. And we start with Apanasana. So the knees rock forward and back. We're going to find a breath, excuse me, find a breath with that. So we inhale, rock forward, exhale, rock back. No counts with the breath, just finding a smooth, easy breath. And coordinating your movement with it. Last one. Bring the knees into the chest and pause. Okay, your left foot finds the floor, your right knee stays to your chest. Just bring your right hand to that knee and start to circle it around, a little knee stir. So you can decide big circle or small circle. And let's go around the other direction. Good, bring it all the way back to center. And again, just pause, that little knee squeeze, knee hug towards your chest, stretching out the low back. All right, so from here, we're gonna slide that right leg out and the arms overhead. So again, we're just moving all through the right side. This left leg stays where it is, knee bent, foot on floor. That's sort of your grounding point there. Okay, let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, gather your lower belly to your back to bring that right knee to you. Just give it a little squeeze. And then take the length of your inhale to stretch back out. So again, flowing with your breath, exhale, knee to chest, pause, inhale, stretch back out. 2 more. And this next time, as the knee comes in, just hook your hands behind the back of that thigh. Again, draw it gently towards you. And let's find our yoga strap here. And bring that around the ball of the foot. Good morning, hamstrings. I always feel like we need to sing a little song to the hamstrings. All right, so straightening your leg as much as straight as available to you. Keep a little bit of weight forward in your tailbone. So rather than trying to bring your leg closer to your body, think press your thigh away from you. Keep your long spine, neutral pelvis, hips heavy on the ground. All right, now I want to kind of keep an eye on the knee position here, the tracking of the knee. So we're going to bend the knee. See if you can keep it in a parallel position rather than going out to the side. So knee bends, and then we press back up. Hello there, stretch. So again, with our breath, just a little inhale to bend. Exhale to stretch. Let's do that again. Now stay here, holding here. You can stay right here or extend your left leg out onto the floor. So gently pressing down through that left leg. And just feel your breath traveling down into the rib cage, down through your belly, your back, into the hips and pelvis. The upper body soft. Good. Now slide your left foot back onto the floor. So we're still pressing up through that right heel. Then from here, slide your strap off of your foot. Now your leg's gonna hover there. And very slowly, it starts to lower down. So reaching out through the heel as if you could Touch the wall in front of you. Slow, smooth, and controlled, the leg lowers. Find a little belly to back connection. I promise the floor is there. It feels like it's so far away. And then when it finally comes down, just give it a little shake out. Relax for a breath. Not quite done loving on that side yet. So again, that right knee comes back into your chest. This time your left hand finds your knee. So opposite hand to knee, this right arm's out to the side. And we just take a little twist over to the left. The knees can tip over, the hip can roll up or not. Yogi's choice. It might feel really nice to roll the head a little side to side here. And just notice, where can you let go of some effort here? Are you working to get deeper into a twist, or can you just be there and melt into that gentle pull of gravity? Beautiful. We're going to come back up with an exhale, so we use that core support, hugging belly to your back. And just give that knee one more little hug towards the chest, and then place that foot down on the floor. So you're back in constructive rest. Now take a moment to notice how that side feels. And before we go to the other side, we've got a little movement interlude here. So arms pressing down by your sides, shoulders lightly pressing into the floor, and let's lift the hips up into bridge. I'll just do a little systems check here for a second. Equal weight onto both feet, knees reaching forward, so there's a little opening up there through the front of the hips. And you get to lift your hips as high as you're comfortable with, but I'd like to focus on keeping it more of a neutral bridge. So rather than letting the back arch, we find some of our connections through our core. So I'm thinking sliding the front ribs down towards the hips. Good. There, take a breath in. Exhale, lower back down. And then again, just pressing up. Lower back down. We're going to add the arms into this next one. So as your hips press up, the arms sweep up. Hips and arms lower back down. Good. Again, inhale. Let's add a breath. Inhale, hips and arms sweep up. Exhale, back down. Do that twice more. Both arms are going up with the hips and flowing down at the same timing with the hips. Last one. Relax back down. Take the arms out wide. And just rock your knees a little, side to side. Easy breezy. And coming back to center. And now we do all of that on the other side. Don't worry, I've got your back on this one. I think I remember it. All right, left knee to chest. We're going to start with our knee stirs. So just your left hand on your knee gives you a little bit more freedom to move there as we circle the knee around. go the other way. Oh, how's things feeling in that there hip? Good. All right. Bring it all the way back around. Little hug. We're going to take it into it's called the wind relieving pose. I love that. So we extend the left leg out onto the floor, arms overhead, nice long reach. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to chest. Give it a little squeeze. And again, just find your rhythm. Body, mind, breath. Last two. And one. As the knee comes back in, hold behind the thigh. Again, just give it a little squeeze to you. Find your yoga strap. Bring it around the ball of the foot. Let's see what this hamstring has to say. So pressing up. Again, if your leg is really leaning towards you, let's do the opposite. So think press your thigh away from you. Feel as though you could reach out through your sitting bones towards the end of your mat. That's going to help us maintain more of a neutral pelvic alignment. That hip is heavy, connected down onto the ground. Yeah. Shoulders soft. Watch the tracking of your knee as we bend. So knee stays parallel. And stretch. So it's just that little release. And then we come say hello to the back of the leg. Bend. And stretch. Let's do that one more time. And hold. And again, you can choose to stay right here for a moment, or perhaps slide that right leg out onto the floor. Again, notice if you're gripping anywhere through your body, can you allow a free and full breath to travel down through the rib cage, down through the diaphragm, the belly, the back, the hips, the pelvic bowl, all the way to the pelvic floor. Okay, then we slide the right foot back onto the floor. Take the strap off of our foot, just letting your leg hover there. And slowly start to lower it down. So I'm thinking as the leg gets closer to the floor, I'm reaching out more through the heel. So I've got firm muscles through the thigh, smooth, slow, controlled. Try not to let the back arch. So core is connected. I am connected. And when the leg eventually reaches the ground, let it relax. Bring that left knee back into your chest. We're almost through our series. We have right hand to the knee. Twist to your right. See if you can find your nooks and crannies to soften and melt into. What feels good to you today? And then again, on your next exhale, gathering your belly to your back. Rolling back, one more little squeeze, except this time let's bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, a little rock if you like. Coming back to center, let's take the knees a little wider. So wide knee to chest. And again, you can find any movement there that feels good. Maybe it's rocking the knees a little forward, back in that position. So we're finding a different angle in the hips. Hydrating, lubricating, massaging, softening the tight bits. Okay, and then bringing the knees back together. Knees are going to press forward, and from there, lower one hand and foot. Lower the other hand and foot. And now open to a butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet together, knees open. Again, that can feel a little sticky in the hips sometimes, so take your time. Maybe you just add a little rock. Noodle around there till you can find the place where that feels a little bit more easeful for you. Okay. So the very first thing we're going to do here, we're going to do some, I call them butterfly wings, some variations on a theme with our butterfly wings, our knees moving up and down. But before we do that, let's find the initiating movement for all of that. So as you exhale, think you're working with your abdominal muscles. Think draw your pubic bone up towards your belly button. And as you do so, can you feel your low back lengthening down onto the ground a little bit more? That's a deep connection. That's not always easy to find. So let's just play with that again. Inhale, release. If it helps, you can have hands on body so you can feel this. It's very subtle. You can feel that movement. Again, a long, slow exhale. Think, draw the pubic bone up towards the belly button. You're lengthening the low back onto the ground. This is really good for our core health, for our pelvic floor health. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale, relax. Exhale. Good, and then relax. Okay, so just know that we're always going to be moving on an exhale. And before we even move the knees, let's find that deeper core connection. Okay, all right, so first movement. As you exhale, belly to back, the knees lift halfway up and hold. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees lower. I'm just letting my pelvis relax to neutral here. So again, take a breath in here, neutral. Exhale, feel that little belly to back, the low back presses lightly onto the floor, the knees lift halfway and hold. Now you might start to feel some shaking there, and that's normal. I'm definitely feeling a little energy moving there, that's okay. Exhale, lower the knees, relax the hips. This next one we're going to change, so we're moving in thirds. So exhale, lengthen the low back, the knees lift a third of the way up and hold. Breathe in where you are. Again, maintaining this core connection. Exhale, the knees lift 2/3. A little closer. We hold, breathe in. Exhale, knees come all the way together, the feet roll into the floor. Hips release. And then we open back into our butterfly. Relax everything for a moment, and we're going to do that one, moving in thirds. One more time, breathing in together. Exhale, find your core connection, low back lengthens. Knees lift a third of the way. We hold steady there as we breathe in. Exhale. Knees come a little higher, 2/3 of the way up. Hold, breathe in. Final one, exhale. Knees squeeze together at the top, the feet turn into the floor. Now stay there. Walk your feet back to parallel, hips width. And we're going to press into the feet and find this quick rock through the hips. So it's just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, it can be a little weird to find at first, so take your time. We're just pushing into the feet. You might feel your head rocking up and down with you. Sometimes the body resists. It tries to hold on. It's like, I'm going to figure this out. But I find that it's helpful if we can get out of our way a little bit. Here's a life lesson. Don't think about it too much. And just let your body find that movement. We're going to stick with it for just a few more seconds. Good, and now rocking to stillness. Notice your energy moving through you. Notice that feeling of tingly or effervescence. Maybe we give the hips a little rest there. Maybe the knees rest into each other, the feet come a little wider, or you could stretch your legs all the way out onto the floor. And just rest for a moment. So what you are feeling is what in the yoga world we call prana, our life force, our life essence. Other places call it our chi or our ki, the breath of life. Breathing out through your whole body, feeling lightness, ease, and grounding all at once, perhaps. I am connected. I am nourished by the breath of life. I am supported by Mama Earth. And all is well. Take your time as you start to bring the knees back to you. One final little hug here. Let's keep knees and feet together now as we circle around, massaging the sacrum and the hips, the back. A few circles one way, a few the other. And as you come back to center, let's find our way into any comfortable place for Shavasana. So if you perhaps want to bolster under your legs, or you could come to waterfall pose, legs over a chair. Gather up any warm fuzzies that you might like to have, or even a blanket over your torso for a little extra feeling of warmth and grounding. Fun trick here with your bolster, if you kind of flip it up on its side and tuck that under your knees. Sometimes that can feel more comfy on the low back, so another option for you there. So just take your time as you settle down and settle in. This is your time just for you today. So no matter what, that's a new favorite phrase of mine. No matter what. No matter what else is going on in your world today, You know you have this time right here, right now to tend to yourself, no matter what. Giving yourself permission to be here now, no matter what. So just taking an easy breath and let it go. Feel your whole body sinking down into that warm, nurturing embrace of the ground beneath you. Just allowing yourself to rest. Eyes soft. Forehead soft. Jaw and tongue soft. Relaxing the space between the ears. Letting go the weight of the head. Softening the chest, the shoulders, the arms. Relaxing down through your back. Softening all of the muscles through your belly. And releasing the weight of the hips. Letting go the weight of the legs. And softening all the way down through the feet and the toes. Just making space here for you. Tuning in to this expansive, spacious present moment. Feel yourself relaxing into the flow of ease. Knowing that you have everything you need to be right here, right now. And letting the rest go. And just lovingly affirming for yourself, I am tuned in. I relax into the flow. I have all that I need. And the rest, I let go. I am connected. I am nourished. I am supported. And all is well. Taking a few more moments here, a few more easy breaths. Taking this time to replenish your energy. Connecting into the heart of yourself. Now just gently beginning to bring a little awareness back again into your body, into your surroundings, just sensing the space that you are in. Feeling a lightness beginning to fill you again as your awareness comes back slow and easy. Beginning to find a little wiggle and stretch through your toes, your fingers. How does your body want to move now? Or does it? Do you just want to stay still? Full permission to stay here. Keep relaxing if that's what you need today. Or if you're ready, begin to bring the knees into your chest. Roll onto your side, and let's pause here for a breath or three on our side. Just letting go. Bringing all of this beautiful relaxation with you like a warm, cozy blanket you can wrap yourself in. And again, just take your time, moseying your way up to sitting. Come into one final moment here together, back in our easy pose. I'm just placing a hand on your heart center, hand over your belly. Feel your breath, feel your heart beating. Thank you, heart, for beating steady. And let's just take that affirmation in one more time here, in whatever way that means, whatever that means to you. I am connected. I am nourished. I am supported. And in this moment, right here, right now, all is well, no matter what. Take one more breath. Just bowing into your sweetheart. Thank you so very much for being here today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and weekend. Namaste.